Hello and good day. My name is Dhurga Devi and I'm a first year student from Faculty of Science studying microbiology and molecular genetics. For my GKI1001 independent research, I conducted a project titled Exploring the Relationship Between Food Consumption and Stress Reduction among University Malaya students. The goal of this research was to identify what causes stress among students and what type of food they eat when stressed, and whether eating helps them cope emotionally. Stress is something almost every university student goes through, and managing studies, finances, and personal life can be really tough. While we often hear about positive coping methods like exercise or support from friends, emotional eating is much more common than we realize, but it's rarely talked about. This research was done to understand how stress actually influences the way UM students eat and whether food helps them cope emotionally. It also explores how cultural and environmental factors like the wide variety of food available in Malaysia, might also play a role in the eating habits. This topic matters because it fills a gap in local research and encourages awareness of emotional eating as a real and relevant issue for universities. To collect the data, I designed a Google form using questions adapted from CAS and DEBQ. I shared the survey with 60 undergraduate students from various faculties at University Malaya. The responses were analyzed using Excel and SPSS, focusing on descriptive statistics like means and frequencies. I also used graphs and tables to visualize patterns across demographics and stress-related eating. This method helped me clearly understand how stress affects students' food choices and emotional habits. Demographic differences in stress eating. I found that students aged 18 to 23 reported the highest stress levels from academic workload and balancing responsibilities. Female students consistently scored higher in emotional eating, including eating more, craving food, and eating for comfort. Faculty comparison showed that students from engineering and languages and linguistics had higher comfort eating scores than those from law or education. This shows that emotional eating is influenced by gender and age and even faculty environment. Cultural influences versus convenience. I also examined whether Malaysian food culture influences stress eating. Students gave neutral responses on whether traditional Malaysian food like nasi lemak or Maggi goreng were part of their emotional eating habits. However, most agreed that convenience and food delivery played a bigger role when they were under stress. This reflects finding from Chang and Wong, who said that this actually eases their excess often shapes eating habits more than top stresses. The most reported stressor was balancing academic, social, and personal responsibility with a mean score of 4.08. Academic workload came next, followed by health-related concerns and future career uncertainty. These stresses are quite common for students who are juggling multiple roles every day. It shows how important it is to support students not just academically but emotionally as well. UM students' eating behaviors. Many students reported clear changes in their eating patterns during stressful periods. For example, scores from eating more when stressed and finding comfort in food were both above 3.7 out of 5. A large number also admitted to skipping meals due to deadlines or exam stress. This supports the idea that both overeating and undereating are part of the emotional eating responses. Types of flavor craved. In terms of flavor, the most craved during stress were sweet, greasy, and spicy foods. Sweet foods like chocolate were craved 66.7%, followed by fried foods at 63.3%. These flavors tend to be linked to comfort and reward, especially during emotionally intense periods. It matches with Gibson's theory that these food types stimulate the brain's reward system. Category of food craved. The most consumed food categories during stress was fast food, instant noodles, and caffeinated drinks. The fast food was the top choice with over 68% choosing it, while sugary drinks and ice cream were also popular. Foods that are convenient, cheap, and satisfying were clearly the most common choices. This pattern shows that students prioritized speed and comfort over nutrition during stress. Interpretation of results. Overall, the findings reflect that emotional eating is a real and relatable response for students at University Malaya. It's driven not just by stress level, but also time pressure, social surroundings, and access to certain types of food. These results align with the past studies, including those by Ma et al., and show that emotional eating needs to be taken more seriously in student support strategies. In conclusion, the study successfully met all three objectives. It identified the main stresses among students, revealed their most common food preferences during stress, and confirmed that food is often used as an emotional coping tool. Personally, this project taught me the value of self-reflection, time management, and data analysis. I hope this research can help the university create better wellness programs and encourage healthier ways of dealing with stress. Thank you.